Hi, this is TapCat. Welcome to part 15 of Let's Play Prison Architect. Now, we are just after midnight, and we're about 8 hours away from getting in a new group of prisoners. What we would like to do is build some new cells. Now, we only need 2 in order to get up, enough housing. Actually, even that's not true, is it? We have 6 openings and 3 people who are going to be leaving us. So we don't need any. So I'm going to go ahead and just speed up the clock here. Nonetheless, I am going to build more cells out because my plan is that starting now, basically, we are going to keep taking prisoners. We're going to keep building out capacity for more cells. I want at least enough to fully staff the workshop. So that's going to be, I think, around 8 more at least. But I don't particularly feel compelled to stop there. I think I'm ready to kind of see maybe not the absolute maximum we can handle, but certainly, we're going to ramp it up. Okay, let's go ahead and install some toiletos. And we're going to need shower heads. And we're going to need beds. Okay. And of course, we also need to run pipes through here. And let's see, we can run, well, we'll go ahead and try like this. I'm not sure the small pipe will carry all the way out here. If it doesn't, I'll just build these last 2. Actually, you know what? For $4, I'll just do that. Okay, so we still need doors, and I kind of want to wait and let them do what they do here. Get the rest of this stuff in, because it's such a pain when they install the door. They always either get locked in or locked out. Now, another thing we want to put in here, I almost forgot, our bookshelves. And that reminds me, when we put in some of these cells, I remember being really tight on money. I must have already fixed that. Okay, never mind. I remember doing a few cells where I didn't have the money for a bookshelf right at that time. At least I think I remember it. Who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. At any rate, it looks like all the others have it. What's going on here? Oh, he got released. Okay, fair enough. And since it looks like we're pretty much done with everything else, we're going to go ahead and install the doors. And we'll be good to go. I think the only other thing we need to do is come in here and just simply define the room as a cell. Oh. Okay, beautiful. Why is this so low? Money in, Oh, wow, I'm down to just 19 prisoners? Are you kidding me? What happened? Did we have that many get released? Well, we're about to go up to 27, but still. Yeah, that's not good. All right, well, here comes a bunch. Now, let me check deployment. I think I have a bunch of guys that are tied down to one spot. And when new prisoners come, I really want, I want the boys ready to bring them in. Yeah, with 6 that are free, we should be able to sort this out pretty quickly. So that boosted our daily cash flow to 888. That does not include the workshop. And just to check in deployment. Wow, see this? I'm down to just 4 or 5 guys. Oy. So once all these new prisoners are integrated, that should go up a lot. Yeah, that's ugly though. Gotta admit, that does not make me happy. So all the prisoners are out of here. It looks like they're all being escorted to their cells. Now, I don't know if these guys are actually new workers. Let's go back into deployment and just see. Yeah, look at that. We don't have 5 anymore, baby. But the shift just ended, so that's fine. So for the morning was a bit of a washout, but this afternoon, you know, it should go a lot better. Now we have 8 more prisoners arriving in the morning. We have room for 6. So the question is, you know, can we count on at least 2 being released sometime during the day? How are we doing on food? We're looking pretty good, I'd say. And it looks to me like our meals are still plentiful. And the number of unfed prisoners is pretty low. And overall, I think we're okay. They're even using the TVs in here, using the phones. It's all good. I think we could definitely use more TVs. It's kind of a money issue. I don't want to go blowing it all because there's more I want to do. But yeah, long-term plans, I want TVs in a lot of places. By the way, one thing I almost forgot to mention is that I had a couple of people asking which build we're on here. This game is in the alpha stage of development. When I bought it, I downloaded alpha version 12, and I've played every, you know, installment on that. I did attempt to upgrade to the latest, which is 14 today. And unfortunately, when I did that, it didn't work correctly with this prison. Certain cells were flagged as not being valid. It decided that they were not surrounded by walls and a door. For example, I lost all of my solitary cells as well as a prisoner cell. So unfortunately, I was just not able to use it, and I had to go back to Alpha 12. So my plan is that for the remainder of this playthrough, I will in fact just stick with 12. I don't really want to risk, you know, having a save corrupted or anything like that. That would be pretty heartbreaking after all the work I've put into this so far. As far as my plans for the playthrough as a whole, here's pretty much what I want to do. We're going to keep building this prison out. I'm going to add another cell block here. And we're going to add more prisoners. And we're going to fully staff the workshop. Once we make some more money, we're going to install closed circuit TV. And, you know, anything else that we can do here. Like I'll probably add more cells here. Expand the kitchen as needed to feed everybody. All of that. So once we've kind of maxed this place out as best we can, then my plan after that is as prisoners come due for release, then what we'll do is instead of bringing in more minimum security guys, we'll start replacing them with medium and high security prisoners and seeing if this place, you know, that we've kind of fine-tuned as best we could can still stand up to that. And if it can, that's great. And if it can't, we'll try to fix it. And once that process has kind of run its course, then that's going to be the end of the playthrough. I don't think, you know, there will be a whole lot left to do at that point. But I expect that will take a while It's not going to be, you know, a couple of installments from now. So looks like things are going along in the workroom. I should have done this. So we're just 2 people short of the cap here. And by tomorrow, I should have enough, right? So we got, let me see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I'm going to go ahead and just assign the maximum, knowing that it won't make any difference whatsoever today. But tomorrow it will. And in fact, what I'm probably going to do is install a couple of more machines in here overnight. We are going to lose 2 men, unfortunately. I guess not totally unfortunate. We need to lose 2, actually. I just don't really want to lose any more than that. You know, there's not really any point in even waiting overnight, is there? There's nothing to stop me from just going ahead. And interesting, you know, I noticed that before I had this bug where one of the workshop saws had been boxed up, but they never came to collect it. Finally, it looks like that got done. So that's nice, at least. Okay, so as far as electrical cable goes, let's go ahead and hook that up. And where did I put the other? Oh, okay, it's here. So that's already good. And I'm just going to speed this up. I think we're kind of at that phase. And we no longer need guards deployed where I have them. So I'm going to pull them out of here, and I'm going to put them in the cell blocks and the canteen. I think that's fine. Yeah, I haven't fully made up my mind about the best way to arrange this yet. You know, do I try to just build a new kitchen from scratch somewhere and then use this space for something else? I think what I'm going to do is maybe just build the kitchen out this way and then demolish the wall in the middle. Build out, I guess I should say, both the kitchen and the canteen. That's if I even need to. You know, it may just be that if I keep installing more cookers in here, we'll be fine. But I would like to add quite a few more prisoners. I mean, I think we should easily have space for 50 or 60. Oh, so one thing I just noticed, we're really on the verge here with our electrical. So let's go ahead and install a new capacitor. Actually, I think I'm going to do 2 because I do want to keep building more. And those workshop machines, they take up a lot of juice. So how are we doing? Most of these guys are asleep. It seems like you always have a couple of insomniacs. It's kind of interesting. So how'd we do in the workshop? Better than I thought, 3,200. Yep, that's not bad actually. So I'm not going to build any more cell space because even if we didn't have these 2 guys being released, we would be at full capacity, but no worse. And of course, since we are losing 2 guys, then, you know, we'll have room left over. It is going to make it slower, I have to admit, this attrition. And I understand medium risk prisoners do stay longer. So, Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should start going medium sooner than I planned. Let's take a quick look at the needs for the prison. So sleep is coming down. Food is fine. It's only going up because it's been a while since they've eaten. Hygiene is the most problematic thing. And you know what? We're gonna try something. I don't know if this is gonna work, but it might. It's possible. Where's the shower in here? Yeah, the only thing that's required is a shower head. So I'm just going to do this. I'm going to try defining that one tile as a shower. And I'm going to see if this convinces them to use the doggone shower. It's the simplest thing in the world. But maybe, just maybe, this is why they go to the shower room. And now they won't have to. I would love it if it was that simple. We will find out. Although not for a little while. Let's look at the regime. When is shower time? Oh, 7 a.m. All right. Although I notice a lot of times they don't do it until they get free time. So we'll see. And we're almost at 6 a.m. and I am moving it along at hyper speed. Yeah, another thing I'm definitely going to do. In fact, you know, well, I'm trying to save money right now, so I guess I won't. I was going to go ahead and build out this closet, but the reality is I don't really want to assign workers in there right now anyway, because priority one is getting all those workshop positions filled. And we still have 2 more machines of each type that we need to install. So that's $4,000 right there. All right, we got more prisoners coming. 3 that are leaving. So we'll be 3 under capacity, assuming nobody else leaves. I still think that will be pretty good for the workshop. Well, I see a lot of showers being taken in here, and I don't see any over here. So, you know, it took me a long time to think of that, but maybe we finally have the answer. I hope so. Because I would actually like to just get rid of this building altogether. That was pretty much my intention from the very beginning, is that I would just use this as kind of a stopgap if needed. And if I remember right, one of the requirements that we were given at the beginning was to build a shower room. But yeah, I can use this space for sure. So hopefully we will be able to do that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and assign guards in the work areas. That's weird. Oh, they're busy. Oh, stupid. Forget it. I want them all free to escort prisoners. Yep. So how are we doing in the workshop? Let's just check and see. Yeah, I mean, a lot of them are filled. And more coming. The afternoon shift should be really good. That's my guess. All right, so now it's eating time. I love watching these guys just beeline. Uh-oh. Somebody was a bad boy. Want to make sure I flag him. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put him on normal because these guys that are carrying stuff like that, I want to mark them. We'll slow down for the eating part. Let's see how we do. Yeah, look at that. That's really nice, actually. That is very, very cool. And guys are using the TVs, guys are using the phone. That helps bring the need for family down, recreation down. We're actually looking really good here. And I'll be curious to see, once they've had their free time, hygiene could get even better. Because a lot of times guys will shower on their free time. You know, the ones that want to. So yeah, I think we're getting it under control. These two needs will come way down. Guys definitely take care of business. Let's see what happens. Yeah, see. If you don't know how to read this, when it goes gray, that means that need is beginning to be satisfied. Like, so when people start sleeping, for example, fills up with gray first, and then as it's truly fulfilled, it starts dropping like this. So, yeah. And we see some of the guys are taking showers. Not a ton of them, but some of them. Is this one guy going? Yeah. So one person at least is going to the actual showers. And this is interesting. So it looks like there's still oh no, they're going to the yard. Okay. So for all the people that showered, we still have somebody with a critical need. For the life of me, I don't get that. Yeah, I do not understand it. Nonetheless, I think that we've done a pretty good job of managing these guys' needs. Now, what I just realized is that if I want to take in another batch of prisoners tomorrow, especially 11, I'm going to need to build out an entire cell block here. Obviously, I don't have to build all of the cells in it, but what I mean is we need to get started on the next cell block. Because I've got one guy leaving, that's going to get me down to 28, and I'm going to be 4 cells short. So I think this is actually a natural spot to close this episode off. And then when we come back, we'll go ahead and kick it into gear by building a whole new cell block. So thank you for watching, and I hope we see you next time.